Welcome to By Royal Appointments. I'm Hannah Scott Joynt and today I'm in Richmond Park, a royal park no less. The area has royal connections dating back 900 years and was originally called the Manor of Sheen. It was Henry VII who named it Richmond after his favourite earldom in Yorkshire. Richmond Park has the oldest royal connections of any of the royal parks, and today it's the largest open space in London. This is the series where we explore how royal patronage has left its legacy across London and the south, like here in the wonderfully tranquil Richmond Park. This beautiful parkland became a favourite royal hunting ground and its landscape's barely altered for hundreds of years. The person to tell me all about its royal roots is Assistant Superintendent Adam Curtis. Adam, hello.
Hi Hannah, welcome to the park.
Thank you so much. It is beautiful. Where are we now?
Right, we're standing on King Henry's Mound. It's the highest point in the park and one of the highest points in London. And as you can see behind us, you've got beautiful views looking out towards Windsor. You've got Twickenham Rugby Stadium. You can just see the Thames winding through the sort of beautifully wooded borough of Richmond.
Fantastic. Well, tell me about the park.
OK, well, the park, the royal family used to come out hunting here. There's references going back as far as the 1300s, but Charles I is really credited for sealing the connection with the royal family. He moved out to Richmond to escape the plague. He was particularly keen huntsman, and so he then bought up land, compulsory purchase bits of land, and took over the commons. And he built the wall, which is 8 miles long, all the way around the park in 2 years, and not him personally, of course. That allowed him to introduce the deer herds and raise the deer herds. There would have been deer here anyway, but not in the numbers that they are in an emparkment like this.
And it is a massive area, isn't it?
It is. It's 2,500 acres, or 1,000 hectares. And it's pretty much unchanged since 1637, and indeed we've got a population of between 1,500 and 2,000 veteran trees that are between 500 and 700 years old. And
other royal connections? Other royals have enjoyed it over the years?
Yeah, this place in particular, it's reputed, and I'll use the word reputed, that Henry VIII actually stood here so he could watch the Tower of London, so when the flags were raised, so that he could confirm that Anne Boleyn had been beheaded, which left him free to marry Jane Seymour.
Outrageous,
so,
man.
I know, that's right. And we can still enjoy the view looking towards London. We've got a telescope here if you care to step over.
Yeah.
And if you can just get it in focus and put it on, there's a protected view that goes straight through to St Paul's Cathedral. And that's 10 miles away, and on a lovely clear autumn day like today, it's framed perfectly by the trees going through Sidmouth Woods there.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Adam, thanks so much.
Not at all. I hope you enjoy it.
The park is a site of special scientific interest. The wildlife includes 1,000 different types of beetle and 650 roaming deer. And it's the job of Wildlife Officer Kai Handley to look after them all.
So Kai, tell me about the history of the deer here at Richmond.
Well, the red and the fallow deer have been here since Charles I, when he enclosed the park in 1637.
So these are direct descendants, are they, of Charles I's deer?
Yes, they would have been descendants of the very first deer that were here.
Oh, fantastic. Now, there's two sorts here, isn't there?
Yeah, the larger brown deer are red deer, and the smaller deer that are more multicoloured are the fallow.
The Bambis.
The Bambi ones.
And do they roam free right across the park?
Completely free. There are some sort of conservation areas which we don't want the deer in, but other than that, they're free to roam wherever they like.
And are they owned by anybody?
Well, they're not actually owned by anyone. They're sort of wild deer. When they die, either through culling or road casualties or things like that, then they belong to the landowner, which is the Crown.
And the park itself, what's the relationship between the park and the deer?
I think over the years the deer have shaped the park, really. They've helped to maintain the acid grassland. They've shaped the trees by giving it a browse line at about 6 feet high, right across the park. And I think they've just helped to make the park look like the way it looks today, really.
And it is wonderful, isn't it, when you drive through or walk through?
I think it's very unique this close to London to have something like this.
Definitely. Kai, thanks so much.
No worries, thank you.